It's day 13 of my 30-day Disney challenge, and today I'm talking about my least favorite Disney song. That being said, this does not mean that I hate this song, or that it affects how much I like the movie that it's in, because this is actually from one of my favorite Disney movies. It's just that, it's so overplayed, and it's... Okay, so, remember a few days ago when I said that Let It Go was my favorite Disney song? Despite the fact that it's extremely overplayed? Well, in the case of Do You Want to Build a Snowman, the fact that it is so overplayed is one of the reasons I hate it. And it's not so much, like I said, okay, I don't hate it. It's one of the reasons I really dislike it. Because the sequence in the movie is really great. I mean, it's Elsa and Anna dealing with loss, basically. The first part of it is Anna losing her sister. Her sister being locked in a room and she doesn't get to see her anymore or interact with her. And they're like 5 years old or 4 years old at the time. I mean, that could be a big deal considering it's made pretty clear that Anna and Elsa is Anna's only friend, and that Elsa gets locked in a room. She doesn't get to see her anymore. I mean, that's a big loss. The second part is, they're a little bit older, but obviously Anna still hasn't hasn't moved past the fact that, Elsa was her best friend and she doesn't see her anymore, but it's a different, it's still, sad and, meaningful, but it's not as bad as the first verse. But then the third verse, when their parents die, it's moving, it's, them dealing with the loss that they're dealing with is completely different, and they don't have each other to rely on. They can't rely on each other. Like I said, in the movie, that sequence of scenes is amazing. But when you take the song out of the context of the movie, and you have the song, stand alone, which Let It Go you can do. I mean, there is some contextual stuff in there with all the, ice references and things like that, but when it comes down to it, do you want to build a snowman? Anna says Elsa's name a few times. When you're just listening to the song by itself, say you've never seen Frozen, but, seriously, who hasn't seen Frozen? If you haven't, do it. It's a good movie, you should watch it. But when you take it out of the movie, you just have this little kid singing to Elsa, which you don't know who Elsa is, and, you lose the context that makes those scenes good. So, and despite that, people still play it all the time. Most recently, I know that one of the local schools in my area, it's a Catholic school that has a Christmas pageant every year. Their first grade class sang the song, Do You Want to Build a Snowman? And, okay, it's adorable when a bunch of first graders sing. It's funny, it's adorable, whatever. But it's without the context of the movie Frozen, it just sounds like a one-sided conversation, and that's what it is. But, like I said, in the movie, it's not a one-sided conversation. Elsa is on the other side of that door, and, and she even responds a few times, right? She says, go away, or something like that, but you don't get that when you just hear, Anna's part, which is the bulk of the song. Actually, it's the entire song. So, I don't know. Like I said, I don't hate the song, and it doesn't change how I feel about the movie Frozen. Frozen's still one of my favorite Disney movies. But just the song by itself doesn't work. And despite that, people still play it over and over and over and over again. They cover it. It's like, there's so many YouTube videos of people covering Do You Want to Build a Snowman? And no. Like I said, it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work without the context of the movie. not the way that Let It Go does. So, yeah, that's it for today's. I guess for day 14, which is tomorrow, it's my favorite kiss. I'm gonna probably have to do some research for this one because I don't really know what that question means. I don't know. Like I have to look that one up. I have to figure something out for that. Anyway, like I said, that's it for today. I'll see you tomorrow.